Well, we're basically playing and reenacting baseball as it was played the very first year of professional baseball with the Cincinnati Red Stockings. 1869 was the year.
Safe! Without a glove, you've got to learn to use the whole body. You've got to learn to step back. You have to be able to take the ball and cradle the ball.
Down, free hand. Striker to the line. Yeah, look it up, Papa.
It was a gentleman's game, so you had to behave accordingly. You weren't allowed to yell, scream, or curse, and really the only person that ever talked to the umpire was the captain, team captain.
Go, 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 go. Safe.
Yeah, it's great. It's baseball. It's in your backyard. These guys are, I mean, they're playing what we played when we were little kids, quite honestly, but they're, in uniform. Well, a foul ball on a pop-up, you can either catch it or if it bounces once, it's still an out. So that's the biggest difference. I mean, no gloves, that's a big deal. That has to hurt.
It's a way to teach baseball the way it was used to be played, the way it was meant to be played when it first started.
What happened in those 14 minutes remains a mystery.
And I dropped her off. She gave me a hug and dropped her off at class, and off she went.
Little did Connie Spidell know then that visit with her daughter Beth would be her last. After their goodbyes, Beth's day of classes turned into a typical Friday evening in Oxford. Drinks with friends, a brief stop at a house party, then uptown for some dancing at Pachinko's. Half an hour after the Miami University sophomore is seen on surveillance leaving the bar with friends, she's struck and killed by a CSX train. Back in Strongsville, the Spidells wake up to police knocking on their door.
And they said, your daughter has been killed. She was hit by a train. And the police said, under suspicious circumstances. And that's the last time we ever heard that word.
Oxford police ruled it an accident. Beth was drunk, 3 times the legal limit according to the Butler County coroner. And police say the last time anyone saw Beth, she was walking alone west on High Street.
Our investigation led us to the fact that she was there on the tracks alone by herself when the train came through.
But the Spidells thought there had to be more to the story.
The loudness of the horn, the dinging of the bell, just the sheer rumbling of the ground. I just couldn't see anybody walking in front of a train.
Plus, the tracks were nowhere near the apartment Beth planned on staying that night. Friends say Beth didn't appear drunk. Even text messages she sent to her mom that night seemed normal.
Your spelling was correct. Yeah, they were fine.
A few months later, Jeff Spidell's conversation with a detective raised another flag.
She said, oh yeah, we got lots of leads. For example, this woman called in and said, yeah, I saw that girl playing chicken with these 3 guys on the railroad tracks about that time.
A year later, the Spidells heard another rumor, one that was traced back to Chuck Mitchell. His nephew told him about a conversation he'd had with an employee of his.
So, they're kind of messing with her, and then when they grabbed that wallet, and she went to pull back, and they pushed her, and she stumbled into the train.
By this time, the Spidells hired private investigator Dale Dorning.
That matches up with what we heard the year before, so that adds credence to that information.
The same rumor is prevalent at a trailer park near the tracks. But no wallet was ever found, and police say the information isn't credible.
First of all, this is a person who overheard somebody else talking, so we're already hearing what might have happened third hand.
Then Dorning found inconsistencies in police reports from the night Beth was killed. The biggest, a detective's narrative on the night's events. Referring to surveillance video.
She's in the center now.
She explains how Beth is leaning on a friend's shoulder for support. She appears to be having a hard time functioning, she writes.
They're saying in the video she couldn't stand up, and Marine's holding her up and feeding her a drink.
The Spidells saw the footage and realized the detective had the wrong girl.
Right there, see her? That's the other girl.
That's not the same shirt.
Beth was on the other side of the dance floor. Video shows her dancing for 32 straight minutes.
When the police reviewed that video and then mistook our daughter for the other girl, that's when they really said to themselves, this girl's really drunk.
And I believe that was a time where maybe some blinders went on or tunnel vision set in, that this is someone drunk and it was an accident, and nothing else was really seriously considered after that.
The police chief says his detectives did not rush to judgment, and that video just helped them establish a timeline.
Whether she was an intoxicated girl or not had no bearing on how we conducted investigation in terms of the importance of the investigation.
The chief says they're open to taking another look at the case if more witnesses come forward. If you have any information about that April night in 2007,
Echo Romeo, cross runway 21, right, taxi to Air 10.
Well, we got a lot of exciting events going on this weekend and perfect weather for it, too. We have an airport open house, Lunken Airport Days.
There she is.
But the main attraction is the EAA's B-17 World War II bomber.
Right here you're looking at the forward gun turret.
Lieutenant Herb Heilbrunn, a World War II veteran who was a veteran of 35 missions during World War II flying a B-17 and co-author of the book Black and White Airmen.
It was always an honor for me to represent my country in aerial combat, and the sad part is that I lost a lot of friends in these airplanes, and one of the nice things when I see it, it keeps alive the memory of all those people that gave their lives for this wonderful country. Well, the Tuskegee Airmen, a wonderful group of men that deserve all of the credits in the world, because there's a good chance I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the protection that they offered us. They were black, and they suffered through segregation and a lot of things, but they did their job, and they're really American idols. They really are. And that's why I found John. My friendship with that man has really enriched my life.
He's a true American hero. You've heard of the book, The Greatest Generation. Well, Herb epitomizes that.
You carry? I got her. All right, let's go.
an unconscious pit bull, barely breathing, rushed to the vet.
They said she might be pregnant right now.
She's collapsed, helpless, hooked up to an IV immediately.
There we go, we're good.
Cold fluids drip into her body, pulses checked. Animal control officers still not sure if the dog is going to make it.
You know, they have fur coats no matter what. Even if it's the shortest of coats, at 90 to 100 degrees, they're going to respond to the heat.
And if left in the heat too long, this is what could happen. The dog warden says a Hamilton family left the pit bull outside all afternoon with only a piece of cardboard on top of concrete to sit on. Neglect may have led to this dog's injuries, but animal control officers say in this weather they're seeing many dogs suffer from heat exhaustion because people simply don't know any better. Yesterday, a dog in this area died because it was tethered and got stuck in the sun. Placement of a dog house, also important.
If they have a dog house, if it's on dirt, it's going to be better than if it's on cement or a hard surface because it will harbor the heat inside the dog house if it's not on dirt.
And whether your dog is outside or inside, they need cold water.
There are some cases where dogs won't even drink hot water because it doesn't really do them anything. It's not really to keep them hydrated, it's more to bring their temperature down.
If you notice your dog panting heavily, getting lethargic, or becoming unresponsive like this pit bull, you should put wet towels on their head and feet and call your vet immediately. In Hamilton, Karen Johnson, News 5.
Ice cold bottled water's only $1, guys. It's $5 inside the stadium.
How many getting two? Oh, you get $5? Thank you very much. I appreciate you giving me.
Oh yeah, it's a hot one out here, buddy.
Ice cold bottled water, guys. Only $1. Come back and see me on the way back. Ice cold bottled water. Only $1, guys.
You gotta drink plenty of water. If not, you're gonna get caught in this heat, and it's not a good thing.
Jerry knows how hot it is.
Well, it wasn't exactly what we planned. I mean, the heated match was okay, but the temperature wasn't okay. But we'll suffer for a while and see how it goes. If our seats are in the sun, I probably won't be sitting there very long. As you can see, I'm already sweating like crazy.
Enjoy the game.
I mean, these misters are great because it's like 140 degrees out here in the sun. I mean, I came to the game today because I figured maybe I could lose 10 or 15 pounds in the process as well.
Well, yeah, it's very hot out here, and there's a nice breeze blowing here underneath the shade, so not really too hot, but a little hot.
Because it's so hot out there and he got too hot, so we came in here.
to cool off. It's nice that they have cool off rooms. It is unbearable, especially for little kids to try to be out there. And it drains your energy just like that.
Cincinnati Redlegs, that's the team we're gonna cheer to the World Series. Grand Slam Redlegs, put some points up on that board and win this game for Cincinnati.
I've been to 34 pianos, and there's about a few pianos in every place.
I'm a local piano teacher, and this year I challenged my students to play as many pianos as possible during the Play Me I'm Yours event.
I've gone around almost every piano except for this one.
Isabel, one of my students, I've been teaching her for 2 years. She's 8 years old and she's done very well. And this event has actually spurred her practicing even more. She's been practicing more and been so excited about piano, and it's really helped her grow as a musician.
This one I like of the gold color,
It's like a scavenger hunt, finding the pianos and getting the surprise of seeing how they're decorated. Some are more simply decorated than others, and some are, as I said, just works of art. I really wanted to express to them my love for music, and I feel that piano is a gift that should be shared with others, and I want to encourage them to perform and feel comfortable performing around others, and they definitely got some great experience go around the city playing for people all over the city.
First pitch for us this afternoon. Please welcome Tom Willis.
Today's pitch at the Reds game is part of my Pitch for Awareness national tour. I've been traveling across the country this summer, throwing out a first pitch at different stadiums to help the people in the stands, as well as anyone watching on television, anyone who sees my pitch, that they can understand that what's most important is the abilities of persons with disabilities.
Let's hear it from Mr. Tom Willis.
Well, I grew up just like every other little boy, wanting to play baseball when I grew up. Throwing the ball with my feet, it's kind of hard to throw a full-size baseball, but it's something that when I was a kid, everyone played baseball, and I played baseball. I just played it a little bit different. Being born without arms, I had to learn to do everything with my feet, and that includes writing, doing my schoolwork, trying to find a different way, to eat. I use my small hand to hold a fork or a spoon. So I'm able to use what I have, only in a different way to do the things of everyday life. You should need to take what life gives you, adapt, and overcome. Don't let things stop you. If something gets in your way, find a way through it, around it, over it, underneath it, whatever it takes, but get past it and keep moving on with your life.
This is a good deal. Let's see if we can find one cheaper. I'm out shopping, last minute shopping for a turkey. There's a 16-pound, $19.23. I'm gonna get this one. It's close to 15 pounds for $16.86. That's not bad at all. Well, Thanksgiving for us is about, family getting together. We all get together and talk about what we're thankful for. Sit around, eat, laugh, watch movies.
We have to come here to get some food for Thanksgiving.
I'll hold it for you. Get like 3 bunches.
Thankful for this year. I'm just thankful for my family and being together with my family and the food that we bring together.
I love the pumpkin pie. We saw these and they had the coupons for the Cool Whip. Stick those in there. Let's get this. Let's go. There'll be about 40 people there. We have a 25-pound turkey. And yeah, so it's huge. It's a great celebration and all of us get together.
Wife sent us here and it's actually second list. Thankful for my family and the kids, my wife, and good health, and just thankful for being here.
Thank you. Have a good Thanksgiving.
I'm just proud of those guys for staying together in good times and bad.
and really becoming a team and playing our best basketball down the stretch.
You know, seeing that confetti come down, and you know, it's nothing like it.
4 straight championship since the 2007 season. I want to thank our fans. I also want to thank our guys here, my team, for coming every day to practice, working their tails off to get their 4th straight Atlantic 10 record.
You know, making history is nothing like it, and it's hard.
To celebrate, Coach Matt and the Musketeers will let down the net at the South Basket. Jason Love! Jason Love! Jason Love!
You know, I almost teared up a little bit at the beginning, but you know, I fought it off. You know, the fans, you know, I can't say enough about them. You know, they've been, you know, behind us all year, which is a big reason why, you know, we went undefeated at home.
We've actually opened it up to all the visually impaired people in the region to come and have a complimentary trip on the river. Linda, you ready for adventure?
Oh, I can't wait.
And we interpret the nature and the beautiful sights and sounds that we can see that unfortunately the visually impaired cannot see. Are you ready for adventure? Yeah. All right.
And face towards my voice. Yeah, face towards his voice.
We like to do this because we like to show people that they can do things maybe they don't think they can do. But on the right is a big habitat for the wildlife of the river, and that's what happens when a tree falls into the river.
Underneath the log.
So you can hold it with your other hand and just feel it for a minute. These are little seashells, and then you can flip it over and you can feel other things. There's a piece of coral.
It was a rock. It was a little rough. There were some fossils in it.
It's something that we look forward to every year. The raft trips. It's nice being able to come to work in shorts and go rafting and just have a good time.
We could hear, at least I could hear, when we came close to the rapids. And of course, we realized that at that point in time, we all need to paddle.
Idaho, Alaska, West Virginia.
I got the bright idea, well, maybe we should try to get one from every state.
New York, Chicago, Arizona.
And so the staff members contacted their friends and family, you know, in different states. And then I went and just randomly emailed different schools in different states.
Australia.
We just kept going from there.
These two are from Korea.
And they're used to email and text messages, so to get mail, they're really excited to see mail with their name on it.
Hi, Kamila Goodwin. I'm Jenna.
We have beaches. And we just wanted the kids to see that the world is bigger than their neighborhood in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Study hard. Hey, St. Francis students. I learned that many people can live in many states.
And every time a postcard comes in, we take a star and try to stick it approximately where that city is on the map. But some states, we've got multiple postcards. So I know we're well over 100, well past 100.
We would love Cincinnati to meet you all, Ohio.
Backwards. Try to spin backwards.
No.
This year the snow has been perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
About every 3 or 4 days it seems like there's a good snowfall.
We start out actually on top of the deck, and Chuck has built it up maybe 3 to 4 feet.
All right.
Just so we can get some more speed at the very beginning. And then right when you get off the deck, you're hitting that first curve.
No. Turn left.
And you got to start leaning, and then you're going into the second curve. You're really building up your speed. And then all of a sudden, up and you're airborne, and you come down.
Start at the top, and you go down, and there's like a little bump, and then you turn left, and then you turn right. Then you go over a big jump, and you fly real high. Awesome fun. It's a long walk up this hill. Ready? Yep, give me a big push.
As the kids are having a blast, you just look at their faces every time they come up and down the hill.
Here we go.
Besides me breathing heavy, they're smiling and having a blast. It's just too much fun. Nice, nice.